I am speechless. I struggle to understand what would drive a person, or people, to commit such an act as the ones committed a few days ago. I am of course referring to the so-called BLM kidnapping. Now, whether these individuals are in any way affiliated with the Black Lives Matter movement, or were spurred to action by their rhetoric is not a debate I wish to get bogged down in. I am also aware that this event has no doubt been covered by many prolific YouTubers. Still, for the sake of my own sanity, I would like to just throw my thoughts out into the ether. For those of you uninformed on the incident, I shall clarify. In Chicago, 4 young African American individuals are being charged with criminal offenses including aggravated kidnapping, hate crime, aggravated unlawful restraint and aggravated battery with a deadly weapon. These charges follow from an incident where these 4 individuals kidnapped and tied up a mentally disabled man. They then proceeded to torture him live on the website Facebook. During the live stream, the culprits utter things such as explicit Donald Trump and explicit white people. They claim the victim represents Trump and verbalize what I can only interpret as a death threat. The whole thing is very disconcerting, to say the least. Just as disconcerting, however, are the people defending and rationalizing what these individuals did. There appears to be a handful of these apologists, echoing the sentiments that the 4 were some kind of great warriors. That black people are tired of being oppressed and terrorized, of being humiliated and killed. But the answer isn't to terrorize yourself. It seems so rudimentary, and yet so many humans seem to struggle with the concept. So I'll lay it out regardless. 2 wrongs don't make a right. Although, now that I think of it, that is hardly applicable in this situation as it doesn't appear the victim wronged you in any way. Of course you could always argue his support and or voting for of Trump was what, quote-unquote, wronged you. But there are a multitude of reasons why any one person would support a political candidate. So much so that that very same person could argue your own support of one wrongs or harms them for some policy or stance you may or may not even agree with. My point being, people are individuals. That man is not Trump. We are all humans, living our own lives, with our own experiences and feelings. Trump supporters are not a monolith, they aren't all racists or bigots. Furthermore, even if he was one, or even if he was Trump himself, it would not warrant your actions. In fact, I think you would find it to be very detrimental to your cause. Do you think attacking these people will somehow get them, their supporters, their loved ones, and so on to renounce their racist views? No. It would only embolden them in their misconceptions of black people. To further cement into their mind that blacks are nothing but violent thugs. If you condone these actions, you banner a cause that will only lead to more stigma, more death, further ostracization of the races. You cannot fight hate with your own hatred. Just as the actions of white people have, in your mind, forced you to retaliate, so too will your actions lead white people to repay it in kind. This will not bring the understanding of your plight that you desire, it will only breed more fear and ignorance, more closed-mindedness. It will become black versus white. But the world isn't black and white. How easily we forget that when spurred on by bloodshed and base emotions. President Obama in a press conference said this exposes long-simmering racial tensions. That we now see a surfacing of problems that have been there for a while. I would tend to agree. Race relations as of late seem to be spiraling out of control. It troubles me greatly and I don't know what to do. I just pray clearer heads prevail, and we can all remember deep down that we are all human. We must foster understanding, not ignorance. Peace, not war. But perhaps that is the hippie in me speaking. Farewell for now.